Quite the athlete, the old man.
You have no reason to be up here! What the captain? Do you require medical assistance? Hoping like to win. I was actually just on my way home.
What an eccentric man.
Never alone.
He lost his mind. I behave like a rabid monkey.
Enjoying the poem?
Who were these men he condemned to hell?
Political opponents. Men who wronged him. Alighieri's quill cuts deeply, no?
See, it is a subtle way to seek revenge.
Ezio, I plan to make a trip to Andrianople in a few weeks to visit a new printing press there.
That should be fun.
It is a 5 or 6 day ride from here, and I will need an escort.
Prego.
Oh, I'm sorry. You are a busy man.
Sophia, I would love to accompany you, but my time is running short.
That is true for all of us. Well, I can try to solve this last code now, but I need to run an errand before sundown. Can you wait a day?
What do you need?
It is silly, but a bouquet of fresh flowers. White tulips, specifically.
I can get you the flowers. Nessun problema.
Are you sure?
It will be a nice change of pace.
Bene. Meet me in the park east of Hagia Sophia, and we will trade. Flowers for information.
Sometimes I think they're...
Forgive my insignificance. Let me remove myself from your sight.
Hardly a dignified display. He lacks abundant troops to stand on. Most impressive.
Şunlara bakın. Daha iyi fiyat bulamazsınız. Ciddiyim. Yalnız kaliteli mallar burada.
You look like a man with money to spend. What do you need, dostum?
Tulips, white, if you have them.
Ah, tulips. Forgive me, but I am fresh out. Something else, perhaps?
It is not my call, unfortunately.
All right, listen. I may know where to get fresh tulips. You wait here, and I will return. 1 hour, 2 at most.
I am not waiting an hour.
Good mood today, huh? I mean, I'm amazed. You haven't killed anyone yet, and we are 3 hours into the shift.
My mother... I believe depends. I don't take the time to care for, discipline, and properly raise the children.
Why do I think...
The city's military have intervened, with casualties reported on both sides.
It's crazy. Get it? Think, whatever.
Most interesting.
But why? Sometimes I...
So hey guys, welcome back to my stream. और आज खेल रहे हैं Assassin's Creed Revelations. तो गेम काफी करीब है मेरे favorite games में. It holds a very dear place in my heart, especially the Ezio series. The thing to be said for all the Assassin's Creed fans, the OG ones. It has a sentimental value. So मेरे को याद है जब ये Ezio Trilogy रिलीज हुआ था तभी मैंने सिर्फ खरीदा था and 2 खत्म किया था मैंने तभी बस टाइम था तो 2 खत्म किया था then Brother थोड़ा बहुत किया था but I'm still up with the DLC that is Da Vinci's disappearance and Copernicus theory and then Revelations was untouched मतलब थोड़ा बहुत ही किया था. I wanted to get a platinum trophy in all the Ezio games, but it seems 2 का थोड़ा difficult है. Feathers का जो map है वो है नहीं, and सबसे ज़्यादा झंझट वही है Feathers even in the ass. Otherwise, I have all the other trophies into. So that's what's stopping me from 100%. You see, 2 में वो आ रहा है, and Brotherhood में it's just one of some 16 puzzles and 100% sync का एक है and Harlequins and all जो थोड़े बहुत हैं and DLC के 2-3 trophies बाकी हैं and I have a platinum trophy but that is on the PS3. I want to get on this version as well. Obviously, मेरा वापस इंटरेस्ट पीक हुआ because I started playing Syndicate क्योंकि मैंने वो गेम इतना on and off किया था and I don't even know the story probably because after Unity was a lovely game. Black Flag भी अच्छा था but then Unity, Black Flag, Syndicate और वो ये सारे टाइटल्स जो मैंने मतलब मिस किए थे. When I've played them but you know, मैंने कभी इतना ध्यान से बैठ के स्टोरीज पे कॉन्सेंट्रेट नहीं किया था. And to be honest, the only enduring charm of the Ezio trilogy is that the story and the protagonist was so good that Ubisoft had all the AC fans hooked onto the series. But then after that, after killing Desmond, you know, सारे fans का interest ही चला गया. So that's that. They brought back the fans in Black Flag, but everything was perfect in Black Flag except the presence of a true protagonist and they shouldn't have killed Desmond, man. I still remember मैंने AC3 order किया था when I was in 11th standard. I pre-ordered AC3 day 1. I was so excited to play. मैंने मेरे terms चल रहे थे. I think semesters चल रहे थे 11th में and then exam छोड़ा था मैंने because my pre-order disc that I was at home. So that excited. I was that big of a fanboy. I still am, but you know, there's no story that is holding me onto the series. I mean, Ubisoft have lost their charm of making great stories and great worlds and great protagonists again. But let's see. Mirage ठीक था. Mirage was somewhat like a redemption, but because it was about to be launched as a DLC and not as a full-fledged game to be working the drama, थोड़ी बहुत कमियां थी उसमें भी, but it didn't do the job like what Black Flag did, man. वापस fans को लेके आना चाहिए. Valhalla, Odyssey were okay. Ubisoft was trying something new, but Origins is something that is really, really good. Origins जो है वो एक unique piece था, it is something of a. It's a title that stands out, you know. It actually stands out.
I've heard.
Because Origins के पीछे जो काम किया था, Ashraf Ismail was behind it. Ashraf Ismail was always behind all these AC titles. Ezio Trilogy and Assassin's Creed 3 was also mentored on the headed by Ashraf Ismail, so no wonder AC Origins went well. But हाल ही हाल में Ubisoft में female employee harassment के केस में Ashraf Ismail and his team were found guilty and then they were sacked. All that apart, keeping all that aside, I feel the game's really well. It's the art that counts. And this is pure art, guys. Even Bin Laden was a scholar, but he decided to become a terrorist. We're supposed to meet Sophia.
What is this?
A gift. Sit. Che belli, grazie. I wanted to thank you for letting me play a small role in your adventure.
A small role is enough for this adventure, believe me.
You are a mystery, auditore.
Mi dispiace. I do not mean to be.
It is fine. È affascinante.
Sembra squisito.
Why, thank you.
He's
Any luck with the final code?
He's, I think so, something
I
like
saw it many hours ago. You will get it soon enough.
50s में है Azia on this game if I'm not wrong. Yeah, he's in his 50s. It's still so agile. मतलब उसकी agility next level है यार. In spite of being so old. In AC2 जो second game है AC Assassin's Creed 2 में he's around mid. He starts off at 15. So 15 से 18 and it's kind of a mixed bag. Like AC2 is something that covers most of his youth and adulthood. This is more like this covers his old age and not even old age, his midlife things. 50, 45, 50. अगर शॉर्ट में मैं डालना चाहूँ so you can say Assassin's Creed 2 was a story of revenge, Brotherhood was a story of justice and redemption, and Revelations is knowledge. ये हमारा जो हीरो है he already achieved everything. मतलब उसके पास उसको बदला चाहिए था, he's got it. So, redemption चाहिए था and he wanted to establish a brotherhood in his hometown. He has done that and now he seeks knowledge. It's not easy, but worthy of an adventure.
Know that man.
What happened with that Italian whore, eh?
Damn it! Where is he at?
God, no, man. This is disappeared. और Ezio trilogy में जो Parker था, it was not holding your hand like the and the next engine games did, like the Assassin's Creed 3 and the Parker was much more controlled, and the game was holding your hand with the other side. More spoon feeding and less technicalities, but Assassin's Creed 1 also in that case, I mean, I'm not saying it was holding a hand, but you know, it had great mechanics. Similar to the Ezio trilogy, but Ezio is faster. अगर आप देखोगे, Altair से faster Ezio है. Even though lore-wise अगर हम देखते हैं, so the fastest assassin is Basim from Mirage. जैसे वो इतना fast है कि you know, even the Animus is unable to track his speed and it glitches out, which is why you see all those.
Has he lost his mind?
I don't know if if you guys have seen Mirage ke videos. You know, he does those flashy assassinations. You know, those chain assassinations in which he teleports from one target to another. They've brought up an excuse that Basim is so fast, he moves so swiftly that the Animus glitches out and it can't show his speed. So that's the lore behind it, but it's just a lazy excuse from the developers because they didn't want to put more effort into the DLC and they just wanted to work with whatever they had. You know, so that's that. यही जो चीज़ है ये पुराने गेम्स में नहीं था. You know, the developers were so curious and the developers were so, I mean, they had everything so well thought of. They were so passionate about development कि जो हर एक चीज़ जो लोग डालते थे गेम्स में, they had a meaning, they had a value. Even though the technology and hardware back then was not up to the mark, or whatever, it did not meet the expectations, and developers who, you know, they still felt that, you know, they're being held back by technology, but they put in everything they had. मतलब बहुत प्यार से games बनते थे, and it actually felt like it's a good piece of art that they're playing, and not a simulation. ये जो flavor है ये आज के games में missing है, which is why when you see people playing old games, you know, the nostalgic one, it had that. It still has that catchy vibe है जो पुराने games होते हैं कि the game was complete on launch. You know, no patches, nothing. You buy the game, you don't have to ever again connect to the internet. It's just you, the game, and the complete version of the game. No patches, no nothing, no bullshit, no lags. Even if there was some game breaking bugs, so मैं बोल रहा था कि older games had that vibe. वो पकड़ थी वो. कह सकते हैं एक enchantment था कि यार मैंने खेलना है इसे. कि उस टाइम पे डेवलपर्स इतने मनी माइंडेड नहीं थे यार. बहुत प्रेम से बनते थे गेम्स. कंप्लीट बनते थे. You know. देखा जाए तो जो रिलीज बना था वो भी उसी एरा का था, 2010, 2011, 2012 was the last year जिसमें आ रहे थे अच्छे गेम, and then 14-15 के बाद, post 14-15, this trend started where it was more of a money grab than passion. जो developers ने follow किया, and they stopped giving a shit about the stories and everything, release unreleased games and then release season passes, and then grab more money, make the customer buy a full game on launch, and then an unfinished game on launch, and then charge them for the DLC, and finish the game in like 3-4 seasons, and then keep charging the customer for every season, and give an excuse कि भाई लॉन्च पे जो तुमने गेम खरीदा वो पैच नहीं था, तो अब हम पैच पे काम कर रहे हैं, फिक्स योर शिट ओवर द इयर्स. ये जो ट्रेंड है ये आजकल फॉलो हो रहा है, विच इज समथिंग, इसमें दोनों का प्रॉब्लम है कि यार हमने भी सपोर्ट किया ये आइडियोलॉजी को. आई एम नॉट सेइंग कि यार कंज्यूमर की ही गलती है, it's something that cannot be, cannot be pinned to one coin. So it is what it is. So, yeah, I finally found the book Aesop Fables. अगर आपने सुना होगा Aesop Fables जो एक बहुत ही famous story book था, just like Panchatantra and 1001 Arabian Nights. As a matter of fact, 1001 Arabian Nights was originally culminated from Baghdad. I've been reading a lot of Baghdadian history, obviously playing Assassin's Creed Mirage, and it sheds a lot of light on Baghdad's history, and you get to know a lot of stuff. And ऐसी काफी सारी stories है उसमें Baghdad के history में. It was a cultural center of the world because obviously it was a multi-connected city because of the Silk Road and trade routes that were happening all across Baghdad. It is an Islamic country, and keeping the propaganda aside, people in Baghdad were actually really, really curious. So, obviously Arabic was the main spoken language, the main language out there. But जो वहाँ की public थी, जो वहाँ के scholars थे, they were so curious about knowledge that they had. They wanted to translate everything into Arabic so that the knowledge of the world, knowledge about science, poetry, medicine, astronomy, ये जो सारे concepts है, ये सब Baghdad में, it could spread amongst the locals because obviously, it is clearly written in Baghdad's history that the literature, the medical science, astronomy and astrology was, brought from India. They had, and they've accepted it and they've mentioned it in their history that they've given us credit, like, mathematics, arithmetic, logic, all these concepts were brought into Baghdad from India. And, not all of astronomy and astrology, some of astrology, some of astronomy, thoda astronomy or astrology Egypt se bhi aaya tha unke paas. And they wanted to translate this knowledge. It was purely the knowledge that, the people were concerned about. And they wanted to spread it amongst the people, and because unka first language Arabic tha, it is why they had, they started converting the scholars into Arabic. And, none of the propaganda were involved, and it was just pure spreading of knowledge. Coming back to that point, the first peer-reviewed this experiment, the first peer-reviewed thing that the world saw. I don't know if you guys know peer-reviewed hota kya hai, but all those folks who are doing masters and postgrad and all these advanced courses would better understand मैं क्या बोलने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ. The first peer-reviewed experiment, calculating the circumference of the Earth, it was first done in Egypt, which is purely mentioned in the Baghdadian history. That the first peer-reviewed article, I mean, it was not peer-reviewed, it was first an experiment calculating the circumference of the Earth. It was done in Egypt, and Egypt ke baad, it was again conducted in Baghdad in around 1001 BCE, which is 1080. Jisme, a couple of Baghdad. There's one scholar, I don't remember his name, but there was one more scholar who replicated the experiment and made his own additions. So, they were able to calculate the circumference of the Earth. And, we're in this misconception that majority of the people during the era 1000 thought that the Earth is not round, it is flat, but Baghdad knew this, and even Egypt knew this, which is why they were calculating the circumference of the Earth. And because this experiment was conducted again and corrected upon and defined upon in Baghdad, it is the first recorded case of a peer-reviewed experiment, and this is where peer review originates from. It's pretty interesting, मतलब काफी interesting चीज़ है ये. With every game, you tend to learn things, which is why the Ubisoft का motto है, bring relive history. It actually holds true because if you read about stuff, there's added a lot of databases within the game, like this one. See, so I'm standing beside a river, and if I access the database, it will show me the exact location and a few facts about the monument or the location where I am. So, for example, if I'm standing beside this Lycus River, it's in Constantinople. See? So this is how you learn and you know, get wiser playing these games. If you, अगर आपने थोड़ी भी मेहनत की, to actually dig into the database and read the facts about it. And it's so good. मतलब ये initiative काफी smart लगा मुझे, It's fun and learning. At least Ubisoft ने ये जो trend है, imparting knowledge through game, or in modern times you can even call this gamification. They've kept, they've really they've gone through with this trend really well, and they tend to maintain it, in their upcoming games.
Lost his mind? What is your problem? Hey, for your fellow man, no?
Yeah, like I said, जो बगदाद के बारे में मैंने अभी बताया, example मैंने जो बोला, peer reviewed experiment. It is just one case. ऐसे कई सारे उसमें चीजें हैं. If you actually play Mirage, and अगर आप database में जाके पढ़ो, then you'll understand. You tend to learn. You tend to. If you're a history buff, or if you're someone who's into history, you'll actually enjoy. कि भाई, I'm meeting these prominent figures from history. I'm learning more about them. I'm learning about these prominent locations. I'm learning about these prominent places. I'm learning about the major turning points in history. You learn a lot. That's what I mean to say.
Evcharisto for your patronage.
The main entrance will unfortunately. Close for a time, as ceiling tiles have been falling and present a public hazard.
So now that we have our book,
He's mad. Drinking too much
चलो
coffee.
चलते हैं लोकेशन
Definitely
पर.
too much coffee. Same crazy Khalil. Same crazy deal. No, crazy location. How stupid of you.
Let's get our armor repaired. कराते हैं.
Time casting the joint.
अच्छा, this armor doesn't require repairs. Okay. Mamluk chest plate. I think I'm already wearing the best armor in the game, and I already have the best weapons. No, I think Ishaq Pasha का एक armor मिलता है इसमें. That is the best armor. Apart from that, the second best armor I believe Master Assassin armor आपको अपने आप जल्दी मिल जाएगा. That's a lot of bullets. Crossbow bolts भी कर देते हैं. Let's do it.
Well, one man's coin is as good as another.
Good shot. Almost looks real.
Oh, sorry. I'll go.
Another lost me back into this room. Oh, 70,700. I need to go to a... pigeons, then Austral,
Offended. I am a weak, simple man.
Language fails to offer me. Hey, you shouldn't be up here. Leave.
superiority manage करना इस गेम में बहुत important है. Because unlike Brotherhood or AC2 जिसमें max superiority रहेगा तो consequence वही है कि the guards will come running at you. But in this game it's much more serious here. They just don't come running at you, but they do launch an attack on one of your dens and then you have to go and defend that den. So den defense
It's quite funny, yeah.
is something that is very bad in this game. I really don't like it. It is like an overview simulation, something like World of Warcraft or something where it's like a turn-based thing where you defend your base and you have these, bots invading your base. You have to position your assassins or armies or whatever and defend that. So it's more like Clash of Clans, वैसा game mode है, but you can avoid that by just keeping your notoriety low. So अगर आपका notoriety low है तो कोई मसला नहीं, you're good to go. Just never let it get to max or it'll be a problem. How much is the structure for? If I put 46 to 1, that's too much.
I have seen him before. I know that man. I don't see him.
You just jump down, stupid.
It's a novel way to get about, I suppose.
Try the shop.
Finely crafted metalwork here! Weapons of all kinds! I was actually just on my way home, but he... He must be completely insane.
I like the remarks that the random pedestrians make when they see you free running and running around the world or doing parkour or something. It's truly enticing. It's absolutely hilarious.
There must be a reason.
Tower. Clue left behind the polos as well as zero to Cleveland's tower and the state of the tower. But be careful. Obtain a massive key without falling into the water. Okay. Let's full sync. It's raining heavily outside. So by polos he means the polos, you know, Marco Polo. I forget the name of the polos, but I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, Joe. The explorers, you know, the ones who discovered the world through sea routes, those polos. तो मुझे पानी को टच नहीं करना है and I'm good. Sound effects यार बहुत मस्त है. Now that I have these Pulse 3D headphones, I can actually feel the sounds like they were meant to be heard from all directions, which is a pretty nice touch. I think ये रास्ता wrong दे दिया मैंने. क्या ये wrong रास्ता है? वहीं से जाना था right से. Still have 30 seconds, but I don't think so I'll be able to make it. So let's try. Nahi, I'm not making it. I might as well. Yeah, I might as well pull that lever and try again. Yeah. Thirty seconds is more than enough for NCR to go and meet. Imagine उस time पे वो इतना healthy था that you know within a minute or within 30 seconds you could scale such great distances on the ship and move around so quickly. Fitness goes 101. This is the game wants me to go here. So it's showing 1 minute. So Finally, one more Master of Key. So ये जो Master of Keys है, ये जो Master of Discs है, these are also mentioned in Mirage and Valhalla where they capture memories. It is sort of like आपकी जो यादें हैं, it is like meant to capture those. So this ancient civilization technology is like a hard drive for your memories. It can actually capture your memories in real time, and then you can, view them like videos or snippets in the future whenever you feel like. ये वो हिसाब है, and these discs are left by Altair, जो फोर्स गेम का protagonist होता है, and Ezio wants to seek the knowledge that you have hidden in these discs, memory discs. ये है कितना interesting story है यार, everything about it is intriguing, everything about every aspect of this game is so intriguing. Like that too in 2010 and 11 when people were hungry for such stories. And उस टाइम पे Ubisoft ने ऐसे Marvels put out किए, which is a feat in itself, man. I mean, if some company is doing good, you should appreciate them. If they're doing bad, you should tell them. Constructive feedback is always entertaining and should be entertained. It always helps art to flourish and bloom.
Watch Commander Hassan Bey will stamp out his stool of disastrous precedent.
Hey, have you lost all Giving is the greatest reward. So they say, why not try it, huh?
That reminds me, एक और की बाकी है अभी, और टायर का एक और अभी कवर करना है. Okay, let's go. First of all, मैं यहाँ पर आके अपने assassins manage करूँगा यार. Where's the desk to manage your assassins?
Greetings, nobleman.
This is my armor room. I'm surprised it's empty. You can see guys, मैंने इतना कुछ खेला नहीं है गेम में, मेरा पूरा armor ही जो है वो empty है most of it. It tries to fill out with you. Played the game enough. So now he'll look into Altair's memory and he'll go into the past. In brief, ये जो story है revolves around three assassins. The present day assassin is Desmond, the current assassin is Ezio, and the old assassin is Altair. So you get to play as three assassins, which is really good.
They say he screams in his sleep, calling out for his father.
Abbas, what a miserable man.
It is not our place to judge. It certainly is. If our master has gone mad, I would like to know.
Shh. Good evening. Water.
Of course. Sit.
Many thanks.
What brings you here, old man?
Pity Abbas. Do not mock him. He has lived as an orphan for most of his life, shaped by his family's legacy. He is desperate for power, because he is powerless.
He is our mentor. And unlike Al-Mualim or Altair, he never betrayed us.
Nonsense. Altair was no traitor.
He was driven out. Unjustly. Is it you? I heard rumors, but I did not believe them.
I wonder if I might speak to Abbas myself. It's been a long time.
Impossible. Abbas uses rogue Fedayeen to keep us from the castle.
Fewer than half the fighters here are true assassins.
So, where do I begin?
With us.
You say these men are cruel. Has anyone raised his...
the streamer retire.
Played against an innocent.
Alas, yes. Brutality seems to be their sole joy.
Then they will die, for they have compromised the Order. But those who still live by the Creed must be spared.
You can trust in us. You heard the story going around the village?
About Abbas and his nightclubs?
No. Altair.
What about him?
People say an old assassin saved the life of a merchant down in the valley. They say he fought with a hidden blade.
Rumors. I don't believe it.
True or not, say nothing to Abbas. He is sick with paranoia.
Leave this place!
What are you waiting on?
Altair is here. In the village? Send word to the castle, quickly. Assassins! To me!
You there! Do I know you?
Mentor.
Welcome.
Shh. We do not want to get him killed.
Kill the traitors!
You are nothing without that artifact. Nothing! You pathetic miser. Stand down or die. Follow me to the castle. And spill no blood if you can help it.
Altair, 2 decades have passed since we last saw you within these walls. We could use your wisdom. Now more than ever.
Kill him! Kill him now! What are you waiting for? You fools! He has bewitched you!
Our mentor has returned!
My respect, mentor.
For Abbas! I fight for you. For the Order.
Altair,
Welcome
come
home.
Welcome back, mentor.
Peace declare!
Your presence
Prayer
honors
to die!
always an honor.
Die!
Together for victory, mentor.
Welcome back, Mentor.
Mentor.
Tell your men to stand down!
No! I am defending Mashaf. Would you not do the same?
You corrupted everything we stand for and lost everything we gained. All of it sacrificed on the altar of your own spite.
And you! You have wasted your life, staring into that apple, dreaming of your own glory.
That is true, Abbas. I learned many things from the apple. Of life and death, of the past and the future. Let me show you.
I can never forgive you, Altair. The lies you told about my family, my father, the humiliation I suffered.
They were not lies, Abbas. I was 10 years old when your father came to see me. He was in tears, begging to be forgiven for betraying my family. Then he cut his own throat. I watched his life ebb away at my feet. I will never forget that image.
No!
But he was not a coward, Abbas. He reclaimed his honor.
I hope there is another life after this one. Then I will see him and know the truth of his final days. And when it is your time, we will find you. And then there will be no doubts.
An old man, and still he fought to hold our brotherhood together. I would have called him stubborn in my youth, but now I can only admire his courage. The assassins were his life, from beginning to end. He had no other.
Okay, guys, I think that's it. Need be area, and I think I've streamed enough for today. So yeah, अगर मेरा मन किया, so I'll continue the stream. Otherwise,
Always an
more
honor.
of a one-off thing. But yeah, अगर मेरा आगे जाके mood किया तो मैं और खेलूँगा. Otherwise, yeah, it was good. It was a good experience to dip down the memory lane once in a while and reinvigorate the nostalgia. It feels so good. You get back those memories. आपको काफी अच्छा लगता है. बचपन की यादें and all. Every game has this. The feel. कुछ games आपके हाथ के काफी करीब होते हैं. And this game, especially the NCO series, was very close to mine. I'm fortunate कि मुझे मौका मिला to dive into those memories again. Once in a while, मैं ये करता रहता हूँ. It feels refreshing. So yeah, that's it for today's stream. I hope you enjoyed this, and if you like my streams, give it a like, share, subscribe along with your friends, and until next time, guys, bye, good night, and I'll see you in my next streams.